In this video, I will share a simple method of looting the Shadowjade Mine in a way that you don't get lost or split. You will also learn names for some of the key places inside the mine to improve your communication. In the spawn selection screen, there are two particularly interesting squares. This one is arguably the best square to spawn because it allows quick access into the mine. The second best square is the one below it. Now I will show you how to loot the mine when you drop on the first square. No matter where you spawn within the first square, your goal should be to find the double door and enter it on the right. The left is not interesting because it doesn't have any loot. The right side double door is also called top entrance. Don't go out of your way to find a weapon and armor if you spawn here in a team game. Only loot what's on the way to the top entrance and with the least delay possible. Your priority is to loot the chamber of the mine, and going in through the top entrance is a quick and easy way of doing that. You have to regroup with your team as fast as possible, and it's crucial that nobody gets distracted by faraway gold troves outside the mine. Once you have entered the mine through the top entrance, go straight and loot whatever you find in the first room. The room is going to divide like a fork, one way going to the left and the other is stairs that lead up. You take the stairs and you are in the chamber. The chamber has multiple green and gold troves. The chamber has a secret room with loot on the left that requires you to slide to go in. This is sometimes hidden behind a wooden box you can simply destroy. If you or your team enter the chamber quickly, you sometimes have time to loot the secret room before the first fight. However, keep in mind that many fights take place in the chamber, especially if another player or team entered the mine on the opposite side. In that case, you might want to fight first and loot the secret room later. If you fight in the chamber in trios, it is sometimes hard to see what's going on because it is dark and the screen is full of blue and red lights from focus attacks and parries. If a fight is chaotic like that, try to turn your camera in a way that lets you see things. If you are backed into a corner or have to fight blindly, try to use blue focus, parry or F. If you manage to create some space for yourself, you can scale rush onto your enemy from the wall or ceiling. When you are ready to leave the chamber, there is a kind of elevator section on the right which you can scale rush up. This gets you into the upper layer of the mine. It can have gold or green troves again, and there can be one more trove if you go straight. There you can already see the exit, which is a tunnel you can leave on the left towards top entrance or on the right towards the bottom entrance. The left has a bell you can shoot from there. This is one out of 3 bells in the area. To summarize the loot path from top entrance, you enter the right side double door. Then you go straight up the stairs, right up the elevator and straight out of the mine. Straight, right, up, straight, while looting everything in the rooms you enter. Now I will show you how to loot the mine when you enter from the second square. Your priority is to find the bottom entrance and in team games, regroup with your team as fast as possible. The bottom entrance is just below the platform with the many crates that sometimes spawns a rift dealer. Again, in team games, you should only loot what's on the way to the bottom entrance. Don't go out of your way to open a trove. Remember, you want to get to the good loot in the chamber together. After you enter the bottom entrance, go left. You'll enter a room we call the green room. It can have up to 2 troves, which can either be gold or green. If there is no gold, that's a sign that you should abort mission, return to the bottom entrance, leave the mine and loot outside. This is because there is a fixed number of green and gold troves in total. If you hit only greens or nothing at all in the green room, the enemy team on the other side probably found lots of gold troves. Let's say we found some decent loot and continue. If you follow the way past the green room, you will find the same room that you first find after entering the top entrance in the other loot path. This time, the stairs to the chamber will be on the left. Take those, and everything else will be the same as before. To summarize the loot path from bottom entrance, you simply enter, go left, and go left again, and the rest is the same as before. There are a few places you should avoid. 1. If you enter bottom entrance and go straight, this leads to an empty hallway which is connected to the room that you can also enter through the left side double door at top entrance. This area is useless because there is barely any loot. 2. There is another entrance one layer above bottom entrance. There is no loot in that area as well, so it's not very interesting. And 3. The mine has 2 tunnels in the mountain. The lower one connects to nothing and doesn't lead into the mine. The upper one connects to the top layer of the mine, and you can reach the elevator that connects to the chamber from there. Note that there are no fireflies close to the mine. The closest firefly is all the way at Sunstash. However, there are a few loot piles distributed outside of the mine. First, the middle platform can have golds and greens. Second, the buckets and the small crane can have them as well. You can spawn there if there are too many teams already entering the mine. And third, the big crane on the platform above the mine has a guaranteed gold trove. This is useful if you spawn directly on it, or you can grab it on your way inland as you are leaving the mine later on. You'll find a few more big troves scattered here and there, but I don't want to overcomplicate this video. If you are an experienced player, you might find the middle entrance and the sky entrance useful. The middle entrance faces the center platform and connects to the room next to bottom entrance. The sky entrance is a little hidden above the top entrance and an alternative way to reach the chamber with some golds and greens on the way. However, it can be a little complicated to group with your team there because it's so far out and you would need extra grapples to reach it from below. A last noteworthy spot is the Barren pit south of the Shadowjade Mine. We call this the best place because we tend to get very lucky with the loot over there, sometimes opening multiple purple armors and weapons, or even some gold items. It might be worth stopping by before fighting your way inland, or perhaps even spawn there if many teams spawned in mine and at the buckets. But don't let the name mislead you. Spawning in the top square and rushing the chamber through the top entrance is better. I hope with this video you can find your way to the good loot in the chamber and improve your hot drops. If you have friends who frequently get lost in the mine or don't like to spawn there, please send them this video to help them out. The place is fun once you know it a little better. Note that this guide assumed that the mine spawns as a gold zone. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.